Good morning, welcome to this wake up yoga flow. We're going to take a little time to stretch out, to build some strength, find a bit of new energy so we can start the day feeling good. So we'll begin in an extended child's pose. So once you are on your mat and ready to go, come down onto your hands and your knees. Bring your big toes together, take your knees a little wider than the hips. Sit back towards your heels and then stretch your arms forwards. Take your time coming into this. Take the hands wide on the mat and stretch the arms forwards. Then let your forehead come down to rest. If that's a little bit of a stretch, you can bring your hands under your forehead like this instead. And straight away as you arrive there, close your eyes, soften your jaw and take a really full breath. Pause here for a moment, just noticing how you're feeling as we begin this morning. How do you feel as you arrive in your yoga practice? Just taking note of whatever you notice in your body, in your mind, without any judgment. So whether you're feeling really energized and raring to go this morning, or if you're feeling slow, a bit sluggish, tired, there's no need to label either of those things as good or bad, it just is. We're here to notice, observe our patterns without judgment. Let's take another deep breath, breathing in and breathing out. Then lift your head just slightly and walk your hands all the way over to the right. Stretching the arms over, really stretching with the left fingertips, reaching away, but keeping the left buttock reaching back towards the left heel at the same time. Then let your head bow down, breathe deeply here and feel that lengthening along the left side of the body. Another deep breath. And then lifting the head again, just walk the hands steadily through the center and across to the left, same thing. So we still keep the right buttock reaching back towards the right heel, but we reach the right fingertips forwards and over to the left. Let the head bow between the arms. It might not come to the ground, that's fine. And breathe fully, breathe deeply, feeling into that right side of the body now. One more full breath in, slow breath out. Then lifting the head, bring the hands back through to the center. Lift up onto the hands and the knees. We're going to keep the knees wide this morning. So bring your hands under your shoulders, spreading out the fingers, but keep the big toes together and the knees wide. It's taking a little variation of cat and cow here. So as you take a breath in, let your belly drop down and lift your head up, looking forwards. As you breathe out, round your back, tuck your chin to your chest. And we repeat that, breathing in, lift your head, drop your belly down. Breathing out as you tuck your chin, round your back, push with your hands. And keep that going at a pace that matches your breath. So let the breath stay slow and long and match the movement to the breath. Take another cycle, breathing in and breathing out. And then after that, come back to a neutral spine. Lovely. Then from there, leaning into the left hand, pick your right hand up and reach it all the way up to the ceiling, turning to look up to that hand if your neck is comfortable with that. And really think about dialing your chest, your heart over to the right as well. So turning from the chest, reaching and spreading out the fingers on that right hand. Take a breath in with the fingers really spreading out. And as you exhale, squeeze the hand into a fist. Inhale, spread out the fingers. Exhale, squeezing in. Do that a couple more times, just trying to find a bit of energy as we wake ourselves up this morning. And on your next breath in, spread out the fingers, and this time as you exhale, we're coming down into thread the needle. So bring that arm down, thread it under the left arm, reach it all the way through with the back of the hand on the ground. Then bring your right ear, your right shoulder down to the mat and push down into your left palm to help you find this rotation through the upper back. And thread the needle. And stay for 3 full breaths. And when you're ready to come out, push down into the left hand, pull in from your belly button to use your core, and then reach this right hand all the way back up to the ceiling. Big stretch up as you inhale. And then exhale, bring that hand back down to the mat. Cool, we're going to go to the other side. So left hand picks up now. Again, we're turning to look to the left, turning the chest, turning the rib cage, and then reaching up with the left hand. There's the option to look up towards the hand or just to keep your head in a more neutral position. See what feels best this morning. And take a breath in, spreading out the fingers as wide as you can. Exhale, curl the hand into a fist. Inhale, spreading everything out. Exhale, curling in. Doing that a couple more times with the breath. Reaching up. Take another breath in, spread out the fingers. On the exhale, this time coming down into thread the needle. So reaching that arm all the way through, lowering the left ear, the left shoulder down to the mat. Then pressing down with the right palm. The back of the left hand is resting on the ground. We take 3 deep breaths. Then coming back up, we're going to press down into the right palm, pull in from the belly button, and then take the left hand all the way back up to the ceiling. Inhale as you reach. Exhale, bring that hand down to the mat. Nice, so hands are both under the shoulders now. Tuck under your toes and take your feet to about hip distance apart. And then press into the hands and let your knees come up to hover. Bringing the knees back to hip distance now. And let your back round a little bit as if you're going into cat pose again. So pushing with the palms, tucking the chin slightly, breathing in, breathing out, feeling a little bit of heat now, a little bit of warmth through the core. One more breath in. As you exhale, lift your hips up high, coming into downward facing dog. Just edge the hands forwards an inch or so. And then take a little pedal through the feet, bending one knee and reaching the opposite heel to the mat, and then switching the legs over. Warming up through the legs. Let your head dangle down between your arms. It might feel nice here to take a deep breath in through the nose and to sigh it out through the mouth. Now take a little bend into both knees, look forwards to the top of the mat and walk your way up to Uttanasana, forward fold with a little space between the feet, a generous bend of the knees, let the arms dangle down, let your head dangle down, gently shaking the head left to right as if you're saying no. Really loose from the neck and the shoulders. Again, take a deep breath in. Sigh out through the mouth. And then slowly we'll roll up the spine and come all the way up to stand. Lovely. See how you feel as you lift the head up, loop the shoulders back and down. And come to stand tall in Uttanasana, mountain pose. Nice. Now we're going to take both arms up overhead. Inhale, bringing the palms together. I'll show you from the front. As you exhale, come over into a side bend. Either way, your choice. Inhale to lift up again. Exhale over the other way. Inhale to lift to the center. As you exhale, you're going to open the arms out wide into this cactus arm position. So elbows are staying nice and high. Fingers are spreading out really, really wide. And I'll show you from the side. We want to be sort of pulling the elbows back and lifting through the chest. So opening everything up. Take a breath in. As you exhale, reach your hands round and behind your back, interlacing the fingers with the palms as close together as you can get them. Then pull your shoulders back, puff out your chest and reach your knuckles back away from your body and down towards the ground. Lovely. Take a breath in. As you exhale, a little bend in the knees, let your belly come towards your thighs and lift your knuckles up towards the ceiling. Let your head dangle down. Nice big breath in. And then exhale to let the arms gently release. So let go of the hands and let the arms dangle down. Take a breath there. Lovely. Then we'll inhale to lift up halfway. Slide the hands up the shins. Look forwards, lengthen out the spine. Exhale, lowering everything back down. Forward fold. Bring your fingertips to the mat. Step the right foot back. Big step back. Bend into that left knee and lift your chest, looking forwards. Just keeping that back knee lifted for the moment if you can. Take a little rock forwards and backwards on the toes. So lifting through the chest. Nice deep bend in the front knee. And then we'll let the back knee come down to the mat. Push down into the front foot. See if you can lift your arms up overhead. Finding your balance here. Bringing your weight into this back knee. So if it helps to put a bit of padding under the knee, you can have a blanket under the knee or you can just roll over the edge of your mat. We're going to lift up into a nice tall lunge. And we're going lost my words. We're going to repeat what we've done already with the arms. So bringing the palms together, take a breath in. Exhale, side bend over to the left. Just a small side bend, see how your balance feels. Inhale, lifting back up to the center. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale, lift up to the center. As you exhale, cactus arms, open the elbows out wide, lift the chest, pull the elbows back. Inhale here. Exhale, reach the arms around and behind your back, interlace the fingers, and then find that openness of the chest as you reach the knuckles back. Breathe here. Shoulders are drawing down away from the ears. Another breath in. As you exhale, release the hands, slowly bring the hands down to the mat, placing the right hand down and then lifting the left hand up into a twist, turning your chest to the left, reaching the left hand up. Breathe here. Again, shoulders reach down away from the ears, keep the neck long. There's the option to tuck the toes at the back and lift the back knee, reaching back with the heel. If that's not happening today, forget that part, leave it out. We'll take another breath in. Exhale, bring the left hand down to the mat and we'll step back into plank pose. So stepping through, nice and strong, straight through the arms, reaching back with the heels. There's the option to have the knees down and take half plank if that's where you need to be this morning. Take a breath in. As you exhale, coming down to the belly, again you can drop the knees first and then bend the elbows, keeping the elbows tucked in and slowly lowering down. Well done. Lengthen the legs back, really point the toes. Inhale as you lift your chest into cobra, keeping your elbows tucked in towards the sides of your body. Exhale as you lower down. Then take your hands a little bit wider and come onto the fingertips, lifting the elbows up now. Inhale, lifting into cobra this way, a little variation, keeping the legs strong, toes pointing back. Exhale, coming down. And then try taking the hands even wider, maybe a bit further forwards, going once more. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, coming down. So just testing out different positions with the hands. See how it changes the feeling. Tuck under your toes, press back up either onto the knees or straight up into plank. And then take the hips back and up into downward facing dog. Again, let the head dangle down between the arms, pushing with the hands and maybe pedaling a bit through the feet. Check in with your breath. Then there's the option to lift the right leg into three-legged dog, taking that foot up nice and high, keeping both arms straight, pushing through both hands. Take a breath in. On the exhale, we're all going to step the right foot up to the top of the mat into a lunge. So if it doesn't get there on its own, use your hand and help it into position. Bring it right up to the top of the mat and then come up onto the fingertips. I'm going to repeat what we've done on the other side. So we want the back foot towards the back of the mat, the heel reaching back, pressing into this right foot, lifting onto the fingertips and lifting up through the chest. And again, we'll take a little rock backwards and forwards on the back foot, so rolling through the left foot. Breathing here. And then let the knee come down to the mat, push down into the front foot to help you lift, taking the arms up overhead. So same thing as before, we want the weight to be into the back knee a little bit here, so give the knee a bit of padding if it would like it. Then bring your palms together, take a breath in. As you exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale, lift to center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, lift to center. Exhale, cactus arms, open the arms out wide. Inhale, lifting through the chest. As you exhale, bring the hands around behind you. Try and cross your thumbs the opposite way this time as you interlace the fingers. Reach the shoulders back, reach the knuckles down and away. Big breaths here. Another breath in. Exhale, gently releasing the hands, slowly bringing the hands down, and this time stepping up to the top of the mat from here. So lifting that back knee, maybe one big step, or maybe you hop that back foot in a few times first, and then arrive in your forward fold. Let the knees bend, let the arms dangle down. Take a deep breath in, exhale through the mouth. Slowly rolling up the spine, coming all the way up to stand. Loop the shoulders back and down, returning to Uttanasana, mountain pose. Take a breath here. See how you feel. I'm going to repeat that one more time, adding a little warrior pose in on the way. Take a breath in, lift the arms, bring the palms together. Exhale into a side bend, either way. Inhale, lift to center. Exhale, side bend the other way. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, cactus arms, pull the elbows back, spread out the fingers. Inhale here. Exhale, take the hands round behind the back, interlacing the fingers the difficult way, crossing the thumbs the way you wouldn't naturally go. And then squeezing the shoulder blades back and together and down with the knuckles. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, bend the knees, bring the belly to the thighs. Let the head drop down as the knuckles lift up to the ceiling. Breathe here. Another breath in. As you exhale, gently release the hands, let the arms dangle down again. Nice full breath in, breathing out through the mouth. Then we'll inhale to lift halfway, slide the hands up the shins, look forwards. Exhale to lower, stepping the left foot back, bring fingertips to the mat. Same as before, big step back, stay on the toes of the back foot, lift onto the fingertips, lift the chest, looking forwards if you can. Little rock on that back foot. Then this time we're going to let the toes of the back foot turn out slightly so the heel can come to the mat. Push down into the front foot and rise up into warrior one. So we're aiming the hips forwards. If it feels a little wobbly, take the front foot a little wider on the mat. Then bring the palms together, inhale. Exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale, lift to center. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale, cactus arms, open up through the chest. Inhale here. Exhale, reach the hands behind the back. The most comfortable way of interlacing the fingers, your normal way of doing it. Shoulders draw back, knuckles reach down, lift through the chest, but keep the chin slightly tucked. Take a breath in. Exhale, coming forwards into humble warrior, so lowering the chest down on the inside of that knee. Lift the knuckles up to the ceiling. 2 breaths here. Keep pushing into the back heel. Press down through the front foot to help you rise back up. Release the hands and take them back overhead. Inhale, spread out the fingers. Exhale, coming all the way down and stepping back into plank from there. Doing really well. Take a breath in. Exhale, coming down to the belly. Keep the elbows tucked in as you lower. Point the toes back, lifting into cobra. Inhale as you come up. Exhale as you lower down. Take the hands a bit wider, come onto the fingertips. Inhale, lifting again. Exhale, lower. Going to do one more. Take the hands to wherever they naturally want to go. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, lower. Take the hands back under the shoulders, tuck the toes, pressing up and back into downward facing dog. Should be feeling pretty warm, a little bit more awake now than when we started. I'm going to take that warrior pose to the other side now. So we're lifting the left leg. If you took 3-legged dog on the other side, lifting the left leg up now. This is just optional though. Keep pushing with both hands, keep the arms straight, take a breath in. On the exhale, we're stepping the left foot forwards, coming into that lunge position first. Again, give your foot a hand if it needs it to get up to the top of the mat. Come up onto the fingertips. Press back through that back heel, lift the chest, look forwards. Take a moment here to rock on that back foot. Waking up and getting those hips nice and open this morning. Take another breath here. Then coming to warrior one. So we're going to hop that back foot in a little bit, let the toes turn out so the heel comes to the mat. Press into the front foot and rise up, lifting the arms. Again, we want to have the hips facing forwards, so maybe taking the front foot a little wider, or you might find it's easier to bring the back foot in a little bit, trying to get those hips square to the front of the mat. Then we'll bring the palms together, inhale. Exhale, side bend to the right. Inhale, lift. Exhale, side bend left. Inhale to lift. Exhale, cactus arms. Last one of these, open up wide. Inhale here. And then exhale, taking the hands behind the back, crossing the thumbs the weird way, the way that doesn't come so naturally. Take the shoulders back, reach back with the knuckles. Breathe here. Another breath in. Exhale for humble warrior, lowering the chest, lifting the knuckles up. Stay strong through the legs. 2 breaths here. Then push down into that front foot, slowly rising back up. Well done. Release the hands, take the arms up overhead. Inhale, spreading out the fingers, reaching up high. Exhale, bring the hands down to the mat. And this time step back into plank. And then lower down onto the knees from there. We're going to cross the ankles and sit back through into Sukhasana. Easy pose, sitting with the legs crossed. If that's not comfy for you, you can stretch the legs out Just coming to stillness for a moment. Bring the left hand to the heart and the right hand to the belly. Close your eyes now. Just observe your breath for a moment, possibly a little shorter and shallower as we've moved through some strong, challenging movements, but watch as your breath slows down now. Let the breath become longer on the inhalation, longer on the exhalation, feeling the shoulders relaxing down as you exhale. Softening now through the forehead and around the jaw. Take a slightly deeper breath now, breathing all the way in, maybe out through the mouth. Then bring your palms together in front of your heart in Anjali Mudra. This gesture that brings our practice together to a close and reminds us of our respect and gratitude for the practice of yoga, all of the teachers and practitioners who have come before us, all that we can learn from this practice. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. I hope you have a great day. Take care and I'll see you soon. Thank you.